Praises to the Most High. Once again, I'm out here. I'm at another park today. And it's always somebody stalking and following me, just like I was coming up. And it was a truck. And a lot of these trucks that's driving around, they're not working. They're spies. They're spies for the government. Government bought all these wicked, evil uh, immigrants over here. They want to call themselves immigrants, but they're illegal. They're supposed to be illegal immigrants. I don't care. Whatever. It's the same. They bought all these people over here, and they've been spying for the government, okay? Anyways, I also want to say to you before I open up this message, because this shouldn't really be too long right here, because it's like really the ending. And the only reason why I didn't finish it on part one, because my battery was going down. So, anyways, basically, oh gosh, the enemy just took my thoughts away just like that. He doesn't want me to do this message, but I just want to tell you, you're gonna have retaliation come. You know, I got retaliated against. My husband's angry at me because of something I said. You know, I didn't mean to say it, but I'm tired of him doing the same dumb thing. Like, why can't you get it? you know? But anyways, praise to the Most High. If your husband, your wife, or whoever abandons you or whatever, you just have to go on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy, okay? So, but anyways, I wanted to finish out, and I just also want to say I hate this place, Babylon. I hate this place. Man, up the hill in the Palos Verdes area, they have a store up there. It's called Pavilions, I think it is. Yeah. And they got a bar in there now, like a tasting taste test or something for wine, right? Man, see, Simyeza is getting people high. He's getting people loaded. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High said he's going to come like a thief in the night, which means is he's going to come and nobody's going to expect it. It's going to be all surprise. And I was up there this morning, just get some fruit and use the restroom. But when I went in there, they was up there. It was only 5 minutes after 9. That's early to get a taste of wine. But the people around here, they be having cases of wine. That's how they deal with their conscience. They drink their wines and they liquor and stuff, and then they come back and they do evil again. But anyways, I just want to pick back up. I want to say, Father, I just ask you, thank you for this opportunity once again, for your goodness, for your mercy, for your grace. And I just pray whoever hears this message, your people who hear this message, I pray they would take it serious. And if anybody comes across this message who you want to hear it, I pray they take it serious as well. And I just ask you to continue to bless your people. Now, once I said before, this message is for the Most High's people. I'm not saying that anybody else cannot listen to it, but this is who he told me to come to. He told me to come to the lost sheep of Israel. Okay, in Judah. So this is really for you, because he's coming at us first, because we were supposed to be the example for the other nations. And because, let me see, is this turned up? Okay. And because we have not been that example as we should have, and some of his people are hard-headed and stiff-necked, and they don't seem to believe that the Most High is going to come after them. But he will come after you. But this time when he comes after you or whoever doesn't want to obey, he's going to destroy you. And that's it. That's why he says, before I let you go, I just need to tell you this. So anyways, let me just, I just wanted to read you one more other thing of what Elaine said in her book, okay? I mean, in Dr. Rebecca Brown's book, okay? Now, she's just saying that right here, she said, from the last part we read, where she was saying how she was giving the doctor a hard time. She was having demons right in his house and all that kind of stuff. And, they can do that stuff. They even have supernatural hearing too. Okay, they have supernatural hearing. A lot of people walk around here, they have supernatural hearing. I be talking about them, telling them off all the time. I know they hear me. Okay, so it says, you must make a complete total break with all evil. I am aware that this will be a most difficult thing to do, as nearly everything you have been given to you by Satan. You must give up all your powers of witchcraft. This especially includes your ability to communicate with the spirit world. You must ask the Most High to take away all your powers, and take them away so completely that even should you rebel and try to get them back, you cannot. You must ask the Most High to sever between your soul and your spirit, so that you completely and forever lose your ability to communicate with Simyeza and his demons, or use your own spirit body. You cannot use witchcraft even to protect yourself, and the Most High protects me. And you know, the sorcerers and the witches, they all know that. They know. That's why they haven't been able to kill me, because the Most High has been keeping me. So, anyways, I just want to go a little bit deeper into. Oh my goodness, where was my? Oh shucks. Excuse me. Ah, damn it. I left my papers on the other side of the bench because it was so hot over there. You know, the sun blazing down and everything. Okay. Now, I just wanted to tell you, I just want to make it clear, because the Most High told me to do a good job, and I don't want anybody to say I didn't do a good job, they didn't understand, or anything like that. So I just want to make it clear to you that the Most High will forgive us. He will forgive you. He'll forgive me if we come to Him repentant. In other words, we're sorry for what we've done. We don't want to do it anymore. We know it's wrong anyway, so we just need to stop doing it, because He wants to love us, and He really wants to bless us, okay? So, okay, here we go. In Psalms 51 is known as one of the most expressive desires of a repenting sinner. And this Psalms came from David when he slept with Uriah's wife, got her pregnant, and then he had him murdered, okay? And David had everything, and the Most High was going to probably kill him, but he spoke this song to him, and it touched his heart. And this is what he said, okay? Okay, this is what I'm saying here. We must come to the throne of grace in the posture of penitence. This is the action of feeling or showing sorrow and regret for having done wrong, remorse, contrition, shame, guilt, to confess our sins, sue. In other words, you know, you can actually go to court and sue the Most High. You can, like, look, please forgive me. Formal meeting, appeal formally. You know, you just go to the Most High, to a person for something, to ask, beg, plead, entreat, request, seek, request for the grace of the Most High. And that's what I have done. That's what I will do. You know, just like this morning, you know, I told my husband before I did this message, because of what, you know, the thing last night, I had to apologize to him, because I could not come and give this message if I hadn't apologized, right? He said okay, but he was still angry at me. Okay. Okay, now it says here, King David's greatest blemish upon his character was the matter of Uriah the Hittite. In fact, King David turned not aside from the commandments of the Most High all the days of his life, except the matter of Hittite through Uriah. So he was lusting after this woman, right? And it says in Psalms, uh, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna just start it. Okay, Psalms verses 3 through 6 says, he talks about confessing his sin. Okay, then verse 1, 2, 7, and 9, he prays earnestly for the pardon of his sin. In other words, you know, a pardon is when, like, you know, when people are on death row and they about to get killed because of what they did, and then only the governor can say, I pardon this person. I don't believe he or she did it. Or the governor could just have mercy. But, you know, that's very, very rare here, especially the state of California. And not only that, you know, these people that's in Congress and governors and stuff like that, they hate black people. Most of them hate black people anyways, so they're not going to give them a break anyways. But I'm not saying that there's some people on death row don't deserve to die. They should have been dead a long time ago. But even with that, that's still God's mercy, His grace, right? Then verse 8 and 12, he prays for peace. Verse 10, 11, and 14, he prays for the grace to go and sin no more. So that's what we want to do. We want to ask God to give us the grace so we don't keep sinning. We don't keep doing wrong. I don't want to keep doing wrong. Do you? You know, if you do, then I guess this message is not for you. Psalms 15, for freedom to access God. You want to be able to access the Most High. We're about to go, once again, I said we're about to go into this time of tribulation. And so you want to be able to call on the Most High no matter where you are. You want Him to hear you. And not only will you want Him to hear you, but you want Him to answer you, because He always hears us. Okay, He always hears us, okay? And then it says, He promises to do what, okay, verse 13, that He promised to do what He could for the good of souls and others, and for the glory of the Most High. So now this is where I was saying, like, people can sin or do somebody wrong or do people wrong, because I've heard a lot of people that was in witchcraft, they were witches and sorcerers, and they came back and they said they got saved, they accepted Christ, the Messiah's way, as their choice as well. And you know, they said how they did all this wrong to these people. But, you know, I'm saying here, that's why I said, well, have you went back and tried to help those people? They don't have to know. Have you done a good? You could do something for them and they don't have to know. God will bless you for that. And He'll know that you're really sorry and repented for that. Verse of Psalms 51:7 says, purge me with hyssop, That is, he means pardon me of my sins. You want to be pardoned. You don't want God to keep bringing them up to you. But once the Most High pardons you for a sin you've done, he doesn't bring it back up anymore. You know who's bringing it up? These people who's doing witchcraft, these demons and these evil spirits. Okay, I'm going to try to show you this book. That's what they do. And let me know that they are pardoned. The Most High let you know they're pardoned. You'll feel free. You'll feel forgiven. Okay, you'll feel forgiven. And it says that I may be restored to those privilege which by sin I forfeited. Every time we sin, every time we walk away from the Most High and go back out there, whatever, we forfeit all the blessings. It's just like starting all over again. That's why no matter how much it hurts or whatever, I just try not to do it at all. I just be like, I can't do this. I can't do it. It's not worth it. Losing everything for one moment in time of sin, it's not worth it, especially when you built yourself up. And then it says, sin I have forfeited is a fine or a penalty for wrongdoing and loss. So every time we mess up, guess what? We lose and we go right to the back of the line. Also, this is for tender-hearted men and women like King Uriah. This is what the Most High is looking for. At this time, Judah did not have a copy of the scriptures to learn about the Most High, but Josiah went about seeking God the best he could. That's all you got to do. You got to seek him the best you can. You may not be like me. You're not like this other brother or sister or whoever, but you just seek the Most High the best that you can. And that's all he's looking at, us doing our best. And he will do the rest. I promise you, he'll do the rest. And it says, at the time in doing this, that led him to have the temple restored and repaired. And in the reincarnation, I mean, the, not reincarnation, is reno, ren, renovation of the temple. Renovation of the temple. My writing. One of the priests found a copy of the Most High's revelation of himself, what we call the word of the Most High today. So check this out. If he hadn't went about doing the best he could, he wouldn't even found the scriptures, right? But that's how he did it, right? After this, Josiah rose up in the ranks of the Most High and was now able to hear the Most High's word for the first time. And Josiah responded with a tender and broken heart as he listened to the Most High's word. Some of us, we listen to the word and it doesn't touch us. But there's sometimes when I read the word, I'll start reading the word and it just touches me. It just, my tears of joy or just thankfulness that he forgave me. Okay. And then it says he tore his clothes in grief and wept before the Most High. And they did that in their day. I don't see how they must have been some strong people to tear your clothes. And then it says, now listen to this. This is once again the Father using women. Men that's saying that women don't have a voice, they shouldn't say anything or whatever. I'm sorry, you are all sidetracked. To me, you're picking and choosing. You say you know the word, but you're picking and choosing what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear. And you're giving women no credit. But I'm telling you, God is raising up some very, very powerful women, and they're going to be even more powerful than some of the men. But that doesn't mean that the women are going to overshadow the men. It just means that they're going to do what the Most High is telling them to do, and he is going to reward them for being obedient to him. And it says, and the Most High sent a prophetess, Huldah, that's Hulda, a woman of the Most High, to say to Josiah concerning this event, thus says the Most High of Israel regarding the words which you have heard, because your heart was tender and you humbled yourself before the Most High when you heard his words against this place and against its inhabitants, and because you humbled yourself before me, tore your clothes and wept before me, I truly have heard you, declares the Lord. And you can find this in 2 Chronicles 34 verses 26 through 27. So those of you who hear this message and it really it's I truly believe, even if it's just one person, this was all worth it. My suffering, everything. If it's just one person that this touches and they fall on their face and they ask Father to forgive them, I'm telling you, by his word, he's bound by his word, he will hear you and he'll forgive you. Verse 3. Once too, we were foolish and disobedient. We were misled by others and became slaves to many wicked desires and evil pleasures. Our lives were full of evil and envy. We hated others and they hated us. Well, some people still hate us. I hate the evil that people do to me. I don't like them, but I hate the evil. And sometimes I want to hate them, but the Most High told me I can't hate people, because when he gives us power to walk in, like this, you can't hate people because you might hurt the wrong person, okay? So we can't do that. But when the Most High, our Savior, showed us his kindness and love, this is in the scriptures. He saved us not because of the good things we did, but because of his mercy. That's the only reason. It's mercy. He has mercy on us because he knows we've been living in a wicked and sinful place. This place called Babylon, okay? This place where they love evil. I told you they got a bar set up in the supermarket. I mean, they might not call it a bar. They call it a tasting center or whatever. Come on, it's a bar. And their children are stealing liquor, getting drunk at school and all this kind of stuff. And they wonder why. They wonder why. But the kids come in the store all the time. They see the bar sitting up in there. Oh, well, mommy and daddy and Uncle Joe and such and such is drinking. Why can't I drink? They're not setting the right example. Revelations 21:8. But listen, but the cowardly. These are people who refuse to stop sinning. These are people who refuse to believe what I'm saying today. These are people who love, they're one with those evil spirits. They enjoy them. They like having sex with them. They like raping people. They like doing this stuff, coming out their body. It's good to them. It tastes good to them. The liquor, it tastes good to them. They can just gulp it down like that and be like, ah, that was good. Man, I taste some liquor. I mean, like, oh, that tastes horrible. Put the whole can of soda in there. But I haven't drank liquor in years. But I mean, even when I did drink it, that's how I was. And I never really too much care for liquor, but I could get buzzed out really on a cup. Like, really. Even wine, a glass, if it's good wine, not cheap wine, if it's good wine, a nice cup, I'm probably buzzed out too. I'm out. Okay. Okay, the cowardly and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and immoral persons, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars, their part will be in the lake that burns with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Okay? This is what the Most High is saying. And so I also want to give you two in the Apocrypha, what Edris was saying here. You have, okay, so second Edris. I love my Apocrypha. And 13. So you have to get an Apocrypha. I have one. They saying that they couldn't put it, it was too heavy to put in the Bible, but this is not heavy to put in the Bible. I mean, this is the Apocrypha and the Bible together. Okay, so this is not true. These are lies. They just took the Apocrypha out because they didn't want us to know who we were and they didn't want us to understand. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody's coming in. Okay, hold on. I have to stop just for a second. No, that's okay. What's my thing at? Okay. Okay. They just have to call me back. I'm sorry. I just can't stop right now. Okay, because I got to get this done. My battery's going down. Okay, so anyways, second Esdras, those who have an Apocrypha, second Esdras, that's Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 14. And I'm going to read this to you. And it's going to be verse 14 to 24. Okay? Okay, here it is. Okay, this is what the Most High is telling all of us to do. Set your house in order. Therefore, give warning to your nation. This is what I'm doing. I'm just one person. There are hundreds of thousands of Hebrew Israelites out there. There are hundreds of thousands of other people out there giving a message of warning, okay? And comfort those in need of it. And take your leave of your mortal life. Put away your earthly cares and lay down your human burdens. Strip off your weak nature, set aside the anxieties that vex you, and be ready to depart quickly from this life. However great the evils you have witnessed, there are worse to come. As this aging world grows weaker and weaker, so will evils increase for its inhabitants. Truth will move farther away and falsehood come nearer. The eagle that you saw in your vision is already on the wing, and that's a dream I had. The Most High showed me this eagle. I'm not going to go into it because it's too much right now, but I'll share it with you. But I seen the eagle in this dream, and well, basically I could just quickly go through it. I seen it was these stars. It was thousands and hundreds. I mean, it could have been millions of stars. They were all bright and shining, and then I seen these leaves. They were like wintertime leaves, and the leaves were like beautiful. They were just like regular leaves, but they were sparkling kind of around like the leaf, right? And they were just falling. And then this eagle came out of nowhere. It was a huge eagle, and it just came at me like that, and boom, I just woke up. But the meaning of that dream is that to me is the nation. That's America. America. That's in its inhabitants. We're not the stars. We're the sands of the sea. We're the sands. Okay, as many sands of the Abraham's children. And the eagle is America. That's their symbol, the eagle. So the eagle is already on the wing. What? Tribulation is about to come. Okay? And the eagle coming at me, I wasn't even scared of the eagle, or anything like that, but it just came at me. It was huge. So that's America. But America is about to fall. That dream is simple. And the stars, I believe that was Esau, Edom. They about to fall too. They are the ones who love America, right? They're the ones who have it on their cars, have it on their porch. It's a man across the street. He got like about 24 flags of America on his thing, but none of that stuff is gonna save him when the time comes for judgment. Okay, and then it says, he says, "May I speak in your presence, Lord?" I replied, "Am I to depart from your command after giving warning to those of my people who are now alive? But who will give warning to those born after? The world is shrouded in darkness, and its inhabitants are without light. For your law was destroyed in the fire, and so no one knows about the deeds you have done or intended to do." And that's just amazing how these people, even Enoch, he was so concerned about the generations before him. Before we even got here, he was concerned about us. That's love. Okay, and it says, "If I have won your favor," and that's what we need to be asking. That's why I asked the Most High. I asked him, if I've won your favor, if I have favor with you, ask him for what you need. "Fill me with your Holy Spirit so that I may write down the whole story of the world from the very beginning, everything that is contained in your law. Then men will have a chance to find the right path, and if they choose, gain life in the last days." That's us. "Go," he replied, "call the people together and tell them not to look for you for 40 days. Have a large number of writing tablets ready, and take with you Shariah and Dibria, Shelama, Ethan, and Asiela, 5 men, all trained to write quickly." Okay, and then it just goes on and on. But anyways, he's telling Edris that his time has come. He's about to depart from the world and stuff like that. See, once you've been in the presence of the Most High like this and seen all these kind of stuff, it really ain't no need for you to stay on the earth anymore. Why? Because you know the secrets of heaven, and that's why the angels got in trouble for what they did, because they fooling around with the secrets of heaven and everything. Okay, so anyways, that is part two. And I want to give this other message, but I'm gonna see if I just cut this off here. See if I could do this quickly. So, anyways, that's part two. I hope that you got something from it, and I just pray that the Most High will continue to bless you as He's blessed me. And time is winding up; it's near, and no matter what, just stay prayerful and just continue to love each other. I just pray that Hebrew Israelites and Judah, that we just love each other and we forgive each other, and that we come back together and we not fight and bicker amongst each other anymore. Forget all these dumb things, okay? We know we're Hebrew Israelites. Enough of us know it now to keep going on, okay? And the ones that are still coming, God, He's gonna make sure they know. He's gonna make sure He's able. We acting like He's not able. If He helped us, how's He not gonna help the rest, right? So anyways, I love you very much, and you take care, and I'll talk to you later. Peace, shalom, shalom, and all those good things. Let me see where my thing is at here. Darn it. It's hard to see that little thing. Okay. All right, love you. Talk to you later. Shalom.